Okay. So, one thing you're going to use when you're teaching very young people about our place value system for the first time, for example, are these little dudes, right? Let me see if I can make this better. Oh, that's right. Let me. This makes it better. Okay, maybe. Okay. So, what do these represent? Ones. So here's what's neat. So obviously, when we're teaching the students, for example, I have little manipulatives that you guys, and you're going to play around with this one. These are a little more interesting, but we'll get there. I'm going to start with this. Whenever you're teaching students, for example, fractions, I have manipulatives that you can actually play around with to hold fractions. Because so when you're teaching very young people, you have got to marry an idea to an actual physical manipulative. Yes? So we have a few different manipulatives we're going to mess around with, and they're all in those cabinets over there. That for some reason the entire room is shifted over, so I can't even open some of those doors at the moment. So at some point I'm going to come back and shift it all back over. All that last thing was just, I think I was just saying that out loud so I didn't forget. What do you think should happen? What's a magic number of these to get together? 10. So if I get 10 of these together, so everybody sit there and suffer as I count out 10. I think I managed to do it. Did Jeff do it? Did he get the right number of straws for the cups? Yes, okay. So there's 10. And of course, what happens if I get 10 tens? Is that another special milestone? Yes, because then computationally, numerically, I would move to the next spot. So manipulation-wise, I want something to signify that. Somebody with me? So once I put 10 of these little blocks together, what we actually do is we replace it with this. Get out of here. So now this is just one piece, yes? And then they can get, oh God, everybody stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I think that's 10. Are you guys kind of with me? So, I mean, if I had this, right? So that's, let me make sure. 5, 10. Okay, good. So I had, see what I'm doing? What does that represent? 80. And how could you have a student check that? 1, 2, 3. Now, of course, hopefully you're not going to do that to them, but that's the idea, right? Put that down there. That's now 100. And of course, if I hit that, not only do I replace it, but for some reason, I change colors too, but we didn't have the blue. Blue's in there somewhere, but I'm trying to find it. You guys with me? So that represents the same thing as these loose ones. So it signifies physically the transition from ones to tens place, tens to hundreds place. Yes? You could even have them play with these things and do that before they even know the connection. This is just, in fact, what I'm going to do most of the time with you guys, I'm going to hand stuff out, and, well, I shouldn't say this. I've already started to say it. Darn it. I kind of hope you guys play with it somehow before I even tell you what they're supposed to be, right? I always get people make little constructions, and it makes me so happy, because that's what you want to do with your students. What do you think, when you have manipulatives that have a specific job, that's supposed to highlight a specific idea, why do you think it's important to not even impose that yet? Just let the students kind of play with whatever it is they're about to do something with. Why do you think that's important? Yes? Ease them into it.
You had said last week somewhere where kids learn by playing more.
Yeah, they might even pick up on some rules just by playing with it. So you can even introduce that in your lesson. You can just say, what do you guys think this is supposed to show? Or what do you guys notice, right? You're not going to require them to notice something. You're seeing if anybody happened to notice something, right? Okay. Yeah.
I was going to say something.
Oh, okay. It's also just so that the pieces themselves they're more comfortable with the things themselves, and then you're going to ask them to do stuff with it, right? So for example, when I teach 126, you guys know what a compass is? With the little sharp edge and the pencil, and then you can make a circle. So I give those out, How often have you guys ever used them in your life? Does everybody know what I mean when I say compass? It's got a pointy end that you can stick down, it's got a pencil, and if you rotate it, it makes a circle, yes? And you can open it wider to make a larger radius circle. So I give those out, and I just say, all right, let's have a competition. Everybody try to create something with this. And I had some cool shit last semester. And I had them come up and put it up on the overhead and so forth. And that was just so they get used to, without me telling them how to, they just start to play with it so they know how to hold it, they know how to make this happen, you know what I mean? Without me saying, this is how you hold it, and this is how you make it. You guys kind of with me? So that whole little time before you impose the rules, let them just play with the shit. Don't let them, swallow stuff or whatever, but let them just play with stuff, right? Don't let them poke the next. Yeah, compass you don't want to give to too many. When you give a compass out, you gotta remember you have armed your class, so you have to be careful. Okay. All right. And then of course, what happens if I get 10 of these? Resistance is futile, so you get the board. You get this. And why does this represent thousands? There's 10 by 10 by 10, yes? 10 by 10 by 10, 10 times 10 times 10. There's 1,000 things represented. Now on the inside it's hollow. I know that because it's, I know it was. But if they did continue, it would be 1,000, yes? Okay, so what I want you to play with today for a little bit are base 3 pieces. So let me do this actually. I'm gonna, oh shit, hard. All right, this is good, I'm gonna pretend like this is it. I did this of course. All right, I forgot that we still have to do practice on our Babylonian and so forth, yes? So let me do this. A little preview, we're gonna play with this in a little bit, but first I'm gonna hand this out and you're gonna be put into groups. I think I showed you this last time. I'm gonna have a puppy group or a jellyfish group or whatever. How many people do I have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24, 26, 28. Okay. Okay, that's beautiful actually. Oh my God. Lock the doors. Okay. Oh wait, wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh look at Jeff. Jeff, it's almost like you know math. Oh shit. Oh, the randomness of the universe. Oh shit. So everybody prepare to move themselves. Everybody get one? Okay. So, everybody work with me, okay? We're gonna try to have all the groups find each other and find a place to be. With me? So where are my puppy dogs? Where are my puppy dogs? Puppy dogs? Or do I have any puppy dogs out there? You guys see where I'm looking right here? There's more than 2 puppy dogs. Look at the handout. Everybody got a handout, correct? Did everybody get a handout? You see where it says Math 124? Everybody's got a little picture here. Some of you guys have a fish. Some of you guys have a bird, palm tree. Some of you guys have a puppy dog. Let's try this one more time. Where are my puppy dogs? Should be 4 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kick ass. So why don't you 4 come here since this is open? Right here. And you can turn this around if you want to. All right. Where am I? Fish at? 1, 2, 3, 4. Kick ass. You guys see each other? Maybe come up here. You can stay here. I'm sorry if you wanted to. I want to explore the room, Jeff. I'm gonna steal that. Also annoy the shit out of anybody below us. Where are my birds at? Tweet. down. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Where's my fourth bird? Where's my birds? Where's my little birdies? Come on now. Come on now. Where are you? Okay, we'll find you. So my birds. Let's see. You're back there? Why don't you? The bird's back there. Because there's some free seats over there. There is a fourth bird out there somewhere. We're gonna find you. Oh, there we go. We have 4. Okay. Ladybugs. Ladybugs. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 ladybugs. Oh, when you move, you might want to take your stuff with you because I'm gonna put people there. You with me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. I appreciate you having patience with me as we do this. Okay. So ladybugs, go back in that back corner over there. There should be room. You can reorient the desks. For my watermelon axe. Watermelon. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Why don't you guys just come to the middle here? Looks like that whole row is open. So maybe somebody sit in that row. Is that cool? Get with your watermelons. And then palm trees. Come here. All my palm trees come right here. You get lucky. You can just sit there. I'm sorry if you want to explore the room. You don't get to. And then for some reason, I don't have there's a jellyfish that I don't have. Too bad. Where are my jellyfish at? Alright, so it looks like this middle row is open. So, or you can, I'll leave it up to the jellyfish. You guys can go in the back if you want. So you just get together and talk it out. Okay. So, what I want you to do, when you get in your groups, this is going to be the group you're working with on a few different things. Go ahead and do this side here. You with me? And if you want to, you can like turn or whatever is easiest to kind of like communicate with each other. Take a quick moment and introduce yourselves if you don't know each other. There you go. Look, feel free to go somewhere so you can kind of talk to your group better. Return if you want to. Kick ass. Let me know if you need some help. You can use the notes, you can use the book, right? It's not a quiz or anything. Oh yeah, this is like what I was telling you about. So that is just I did bring up the bottom. These have different costs. So just so everybody realizes this, we had a discussion about this last time. Do you see that symbol right there? We talked about the different ways people write the number 4. So this Egyptian here just really likes lotus flowers with long necks. So if you look at the bottom, this is what I'm going to put on a quiz or a test. These are the things you don't have to memorize. Okay. Go for it. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting. Everybody. So everybody stay like where you are, but certainly orient yourself so you can see better. Because you're going to do some more work with your group. So if you really dislike your group members, I'm sorry. Hopefully that's not true. It seems like everybody's getting along pretty well. I'm going to go over this part, and then we'll talk about the back side of this a little bit. I'm trying to let us out a little early today, and we'll see if I can do that. Yes, because I have a meeting at 3 that I want to prepare for a little bit. A little more to prepare. It's kind of a big meeting. I'll be here. So, let me get a fresh thing. I am on watermelon team. Where are my watermelons at? I've just added myself to your team. I'm sorry. If you don't want me, just don't do it over. So, let's go through this one by one. By the way, this is really interesting for you to realize something. If you get your job that you want to get, you're going to have a bunch of your own little students, yes? You're going to ask them, you're going to teach them some stuff, and then you're going to ask them to do some stuff. There will be some students who balk at doing anything. There will be some students who sort of get frustrated and blah, 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 yes? Same thing just happened now, and I don't blame you because this is not like inherently obvious. Correct? You guys agree? Which, of course, like I told you, the stuff that is obvious to you will not be inherently obvious to them. So the same dynamic. This shit, I know. I love this shit. This is kick-ass. This is so awesome to me. I love it. I know it. And you guys are like, Babylonian? Really? Right? So, same exact dynamic is going to happen with you and your students. Yes? And I try to diffuse. I try to lift somebody up if they're feeling frustrated. You guys kind of with me? But I can't do that for everybody all the way as I want to. But hopefully it won't do terrible. So Egyptian is the real MVP, I think, yes? So what'd you guys get for this? 2,300. Check. Did I make it 2? Yes. 300. 32. Yes. And again, I'm not going to make you memorize the numerals for Egyptians. And I think my astonished person is bigger than the book's astonished person. But if you look up Egyptian hieroglyphic numerals online, every source will have a slightly different image. And it's like I said, it's because we don't even agree on how to make the number 4, for example. Okay. This one, the first mistake a lot of people made, and I need to highlight to you why it is so important to allow mistakes to happen. If a mistake happens, that gives a student more to work with. What's the right way to do it? What was wrong with the way I was thinking? And it makes the right way have an anchor in the brain. I don't know if you guys kind of see what I'm saying. Letting somebody try something, making a mistake with it on a very low stakes. This is beyond low stakes. Do you guys know low stakes? That means I'm not going to grade it. Low stakes would be something not worth a lot of your grade. This is no stakes. Every time I walked around, you could have hid your sheet. You didn't have to show me your sheet, you know what I mean? So it's completely low stakes. This is just you playing with this. Let them make mistakes on that. Try to help them through if they get frustrated. Remind them they're supposed to not know all of this yet. That's part of the purpose of this handout. Okay. So help me out. How many places are here? So the big mistake I saw was people saying the answer was 3,124. But that's assuming this is sort of like Egyptian and sort of like our place values. You see what I'm saying? We're just adding and multiplying by tens and so forth. What are the, so that's not correct. The 31 and the 24 are correct. So as a teacher, you want to point to what the student got right so that they understand they're not completely lost. Yes? So whoever did this, I hope I did that. I can't remember now. If not, I sucked in the moment. But you did beautiful. That is 31. That is 24. But what place is this? Ones. What place is this? So how many 60s do I have? 31 60s and 24 ones. So then what do you guys get for that? 1884? Yes. Then it sounds more like a history test, but that's okay. Same thing with part C, correct? And you notice on the bottom, I am going to give you the Mayan place value system. You don't have to memorize it. Because it's a little weird with that weird 20 times 18 business they do. Hopefully no Mayan ghosts come and haunt me tonight. What do you mean weird? What place is this? Ones. What place is this? 20s. And this one? 360. Good. How many 360s do I have? 3. How many 20s do I have?
8.
How many 20s? 8. I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought you said 18. And then how many ones do I have? 17. So now I do 3 times 360 plus 8 times 20 plus 17 times 1. Kick ass. And then whatever the hell that is. What'd you guys get? Sorry, do it again.
1,257.
1257. That sounds familiar. Okay. I mean, hopefully I've used this handout many times over the years. No reason to really change it. Yes, so I kind of remember the numbers, but not perfect. Then, this is the one thing I forgot to say when we went over Romans, so this is sort of my fault. At the same time, some of you guys kind of teased this out. And the example I kept giving everybody is, you know what IV is. In Roman, not like in your... What is IV in Roman?
6. Oh,
VI in Roman is 6. IV is 4. So when the smaller is in front of the bigger, subtract. And it can only happen in pairs. So when I give you a Roman numeral problem, take a second, underline any pair where that happens. So M is 1,000, C is,
100.
so they're fine. C is 100, D is,
500.
so that's a subtraction issue. X is,
10.
L is,
50.
that's a subtraction issue. And then this is fine. So what's M?
1,000.
1,000. And then CD, I'm sorry, but D is 500, C is 100, so 500 minus 100. Plus 50 minus 10. Plus 7. And then you just put all that together. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Very first thing you do, when I give you a Roman numeral problem to translate to our system, find the pairs where the first is smaller than the second. And again, that's just how they set their numeration system up. Yes? And by the way, real quick, I don't know, I'm sure there's a couple people in here, at least a couple that are like, what the hell are we doing talking about Babylonian bullshit? Does anyone understand, not even just putting you in the shoes of your students, but why is this important for us to just know as humans? Not even a historical perspective. I need you to understand, this is one of the coolest things about this class. This shows you the choices we had when we set things up. I need you to understand this. You grow up, you're taught 1, 2, 3, you're taught base 10, and you're like, that is the way things are. But that is the way somebody chose it to be. It didn't have to be that way. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. A lot of mathematics, square root symbol. Yes, we know what it means. We've internalized the question. Square root of 9 is, what does it take 2 of to multiply by 9? We don't even think that, we just translate it immediately, yes? Why does the square root symbol look like that? It's got an interesting history to it. It almost doesn't matter, but it's a choice we had to make. One of the worst choices we made, has anybody ever heard of logarithms? Anybody ever heard of a logarithm?
Yes.
Log base 3 of 9 and stuff like that. That is one of the worst choices we made, because it's a little word, and that throws people off. Why is there a word? Okay, I'm sorry, I went too far. What do you guys get when you put all this together? 1447, Molly. It still sounds like a history test. Okay. Now these guys, Egyptian, not too bad. I'm going to try not to give you a problem like 9,992 or something. That would just be me, yes? But it did give you 487, but 8's not that bad. So 4 what's? Lotus flower is
Oh no, that's 1,000.
1,000.
Nine.
Scrolls. And then, yeah, 8 heel bones. And then,
7 lines.
now, did you have to, is that the exact right answer? No, I don't care. You can have that any order you want to, whatever, just contained, right? Okay. They don't have to be in a straight line, they don't have to be up and down, they can be whatever. That's kind of awesome, I like that. Romans, so 487 is 400 plus 80 plus 7. 400 would be, yeah, 500 minus 100. See, so if you break it up, you can start to think, what do I need subtraction for? And what do I not? What's 80? How do I break that out? Did you have to do this, by the way? No. I just want to show you all the thought that goes into it. What's 80? I'm sorry, if you break it up. It'd be 50 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, right? 50 plus 30. So that 3 is fine. 4 is too many. And then, of course, 7, we know 7. Okay. So it'll be, I'm sorry, like you said, CD, L, XXX, yeah, which is kind of crazy, but you know, that's how it is. And by the way, real quick, there was a discussion I remember a while back when somebody said, how would you say that if you were Roman? How would you tell somebody that there were 487 people coming to the thing? Well, each of these actually has a word associated with it, so they would just say each word for each. They wouldn't go, Kdulksvi, right? Sorry. They wouldn't do that. Do I remember what they are? No. I'm pretty sure this is said some, but I don't remember the rest of it. What about Mayans? Mayans, how many places do I need? 1s, 20s, 360s. The next one would be 7200, which is bigger than my number, so I don't need that much. Real quick, do you understand if I didn't go far enough, I'm going to get in trouble? If I stop to 20 here, I'm going to try to shove way more into 20 than it should handle. Okay. So how many 360s? 1. That would leave 127, right? So how many 20s? 6. That would leave 7, so 7 1s. How do I make a 1? A blueberry. How to make 6?
A pancake and a blueberry.
Pancake and blueberry. And how to make 7?
Pancake and 2 blueberries.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I like how the Mayans have a lot of these unimpressed little faces looking at you as you're. I'm making it. Wait. Oh, that's just me. That's okay. And then Babylonians are a lot like the Mayans because they're both place value systems. What are the places for the Babylonians that I could use? 1s? 60s?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it for this case because that's too much. And we did this one together. I'm just remembering. 8 of these is 480. I got 7 left, and I already showed you how you can do it. I lost count there. I hope that's. I lost count there. Good job. Hopefully it's 8 and 7. Is everybody kind of with me? So when you have a place value system, and you're going from us to them, it's going to be a lot of dividing, subtract. Yes.
When I do the subtraction, does my bar go over both lines?
Oh, it goes like this. It would be 10 minus that symbol right there is minus. Yeah.
Thank you.
So you're not that little bar under that's part of the symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you need 10, and you need 2, and you need minus in the middle. How you doing? Very quickly, look at me putting a 9 in there. Shit. I need 4 whats?
Flowers.
And this is why I default to this, because this is actually from Math 120 book. Back in the day, we taught Math 120, and it was really neat to teach it. Now I'll never teach it because it's all business. But I taught them different number systems, so I taught them all the same stuff. This was from that book, and that's why I draw my lotus flowers like this. This was just something I found that I could copy and paste easy. So I need 4 of these things, and every time I draw it, it's a little different. Okay. And then I need 9 whats? Scrolls. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good job, Chuck. And then I need 6. Sorry, can't see. 6 heel bones. And then I need 2 1s. Is that cool?
Yep.
Okay. And then let's see. Romans 4,962. Let me see if I can get you guys with me. 4,000. 4 too many. So I can't just do 4 M's. No. 900 can't be 500 plus 4 hundreds. Again, 4 too many. There must be another way to do 900. Yes? Do you guys see how to think about this? Does anyone remember how to do 1,000 of something? Ivy with a
On top.
yes, which is why the standard way to write Roman is wrong. You only put the bar when you mean 1,000 of them. 900 come Jeff. Romans didn't have a plus. Sorry. 900 is something we saw from when we did the year that a movie was made.
Yes.
So how would you do 900? 1,000 minus 100. Yes. So if it needs 4 for addition, 4 symbols, that means I actually have to be able to write it with subtraction. So what would that be again? Sorry. CM. 100 from 1,000 gives you the 900. 60 is beautiful. LX. And then 2 is awesome. How you guys doing? Do you guys, after doing this worksheet, do you feel more comfortable with all of these? Okay. Does anyone feel less comfortable? Have I, taken information out of your head somehow? Okay. That would be really, really bad. Mayans, I need 1s, 20s, 360s, and the next one would be too big, yes? Let me just cut to the chase. How many 360s?
13.
How many, sorry?
13.
13? That sounds familiar. And then how many 20s? 16?
14.
14, I believe, yes. And then how many ones?
2.
2. So if you do 13 times 360 plus 14 times 20 plus 2 times 1, you should get 4962. Did everybody? Did other? Okay. So this will be 2 pancakes, 3 blueberries, 2 pancakes, 4 blueberries, and then 2 little blueberries all by themselves. And Babylonian, just to cut to the chase, I have to go up to 3600, right? Jeff? And then 1, so I got 1362 left. 60 goes into 1362 22 times. And then I have 42 left, thank you. So this will be 1, 22, 42. Chimo! Okay. I agree. Okay. So, how are we feeling about all of that? Any specific questions on how this worked and all that? No? Okay. I want to do one little thing because I set this up. I'm going to do something with this. And then we're going to head out a little early like I promised. Stay with your groups. You've lost 2 people?
Yeah, you were too mean, I guess.
Totally. That's the trick, kids. I try to be really mean in the beginning so I have less stuff to grade. Am I going to make it? This is the worst cocktail you've ever had. I'm sorry. All right. Stuff. So let those out of their cups. Oh no. Does everybody have at least 9 of these? Does everybody have at least 9 of these? I don't. I'm so mean to myself. Is that cool? Does everybody have at least 9 of those? Okay. Does everybody have at least 10?
Yeah.
Does everybody understand what I'm asking? Does everybody have at least 11? Does everybody have at least 12? Perfect. Okay. Can you guys count out 12 of these? Is everybody with me? So obviously, that represents the idea of the number 12. We represent, in our system, we represent it as 1, 2. 1, 10, 2 ones, yes? I am now going to try to represent this in base 3. That's what this is all about. So help me out, guys. If I manage to get this together, what can I replace that with? So I'm never gonna change the actual amount I've got. It's still 12 no matter what I do, correct? What can I replace this with? These 3 blocks. I can replace it with one of those. Okay, do that. And then you can do it again, yes? So I'm never changing the total amount of blocks. It still represents the same amount. Oh my God, my dexterity is really horrible. And then you replace those with that. Okay, now, you guys all with me so far? I still have 12, yes? All right, some of you guys look very unimpressed. I appreciate it. What can I replace this with? No, wait, so now I still have 12, correct? I have just organized things in terms of 3s. So, what do you think base 3 is? Babylonian, base 60. 1, 60, 30, 600. Mayan, almost sort of base 20. 1, 20, 3. So, base 3 would be 1's place, 3's place, 9's place. Kick ass, yes? And you see why it's the 9's place. How many freaking things is this? It's freaking 9. So guys, stay with me. How many 9's, how many pieces that represent 9 do we have? 1. So I got 1 of these. How many pieces separate from this? Because I've already got that counted, correct? How many pieces separate than that? That represents 3. This would represent 3, correct? Do we have any of these? You sure? Yeah, I can replace those 3 with that one, yes? So I have 1. And then do I have any spare 1s? So I have none of those. Now, real quick, do you guys follow how I could put any number of individual little units down, and then you can figure out how many? Now, believe it or not, the name of this is long. So I have units, longs, flats, and cubes. That's the name of these. Units, longs, flats, cubes. Yes? That's how you reference them. This is still 12, but we organized as much as we could, and we got 1 9-piece, 1 3-piece, and no 1's pieces. So in base 3, how would I write the numeral that represents the idea of 12? 1 1 0. So in base 10, we write 12. In base 3, we write 1 1 0. Because what does it take to make 12? 1 9, 1 3, 0 1s. Do you see how it got bigger? Like when you look at that, you think 110, yes? But we know that's not what it means because we're in base 3. In fact, it looks like, you guys know binary? The one that always is related to computers? 1 0 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 0, and you have geeks that are like, I just called you 34. You put it together. That's why. If I have a very small base, it's going to take a lot more places to represent the same smaller number, in our case 10. This is a very introductory step, and that was a lot of work just for not much. So if you can everybody help me? Because we're going to head out. Can you please separate into flats and longs and so forth? You guys understand? Maybe, hey, each of you have almost 4 people. Could one of you take the flats and somebody else take the longs and bring them up here? Can anybody do that for me? I'm going to let you guys order this, so help me out. I'll help out a little bit too. Yeah, put them in the right place. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Oh, did something go in there? There's the long, there's the cubes. Oh, this place so much better. I have base 4, base 5 pieces. We'll play with this next time.